Hey baddies, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing an oracle of the day. We're going to find out what's up, what's going on, what's the tea, etc. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, keep in mind that your Auntie Amy, is highly medicated as always due to my autoimmune disease. So if you hear me slurring my words or being awkward, that's probably because of my medicine. It's green, y'all. It's a green medicine. So, all right. Okay, so let's get some cards here. Tell me about the energies running amok. Because they're running amok, aren't they? They're amuckly running. They're amuckly running. Okay, we have pissed as a parrot. Shitty shield. Okay, pissed as a parrot is use your own voice. And we have shitty shield, time for stronger protections. Okay, I'm going to put those right there against the box. Okay. Now I'm going to pull from What's Brewing to get the tea on use your own voice, and you need stronger protection. So what do we need to use our own voice in? What is going on with this situation? Give us the tea. We want to know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is up? We have movie date. Okay, so it feels like I don't necessarily feel a movie date necessarily, but this is in a love relationship or a friendship. It could be family. It feels like a relationship where you would go out to see the movies with this person, or you talk about the movies with this person. It could be someone that you're thinking about it, but it feels like there's something you need to speak up about. Maybe you need to speak up about taking somebody out, but it really feels like there needs to be communication between you and someone close to you, someone that you would go out with. Perhaps this is advice for you to make a special, what am I trying to say? Whatever this is you have to say, take time apart. Make a special effort to have this conversation, whatever the nature of it is. Let's get some more information here. We have, okay. We have keeping a promise. Oh, okay. We have watching shit go down, enjoying the gossip. All right. Okay. I need some more tea on this. Okay. Is there a couple of things going on? Keeping a promise. And there's two cards here on protection. And the sexual protection part, yeah. Protect yourself. But I'm more feeling like the protection. Like you need to protect yourself. In a situation, and it feels like this person is talking about you, or this situation is being talked about. Give me some more shit here. Give me some more shit. Give me some more information. Sorry, spirit. I'm sorry. Okay, a situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off up in flames. Oh my. You know already the tea, okay? And nightmares. Okay. Someone's feeling guilty here for running their mouth. Oh, okay. So, okay, just take what resonates here, because I feel like I'm about to get several different things going on, like several different energies. Some of these people is your romantic person who has mouthed off to people about you, and perhaps some of the intimate moments you've shared. Okay? All right. Now, For some of you, you have like a very close person who's been running their mouth about you and saying things about like, this has to do with your attraction. Oops, I hit the mic, sorry. Your attraction. They feel like perhaps you're presenting yourself in a overly provocative way. I'm trying to be nice about this because it feels like you have people saying like you're dressing like a hoe kind of thing. Um, you're being too available. In other words, you're being promiscuous. They're hearing through the grapevine kind of stuff. There's judgment here. Okay. Uh, I feel like the T here is somewhat, now, like I said, take what resonates because I'm feeling several different things. Okay. Um, I feel like some of you have a partner who has done some kind of behavior that you both agreed that they would not do. Okay. This is different because I'm getting all different streams with that. And like there needs to be a conversation. Okay. Um, I feel like you guys know on some level about what's going on. Like there's a knowing here, um, on some level that that shit's about to pop off. Like there's some things that need to be said in this relationship. Let's get some fucking tarot, man. Okay. Let's get some tarot here. These cards are up. Oop! Oop! Did you see I just dropped the deck? Okay. Okay. All right. That's their way of saying, don't use that deck, Amy. Okay. All right. We'll use this one. It's fine. Tell me more. I feel like some of you guys have someone talking about your relationship. They think that you've got someone who is going out on you, or perhaps they don't realize that you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not just seeing each other, that you're seeing other people too. Um, but there's nightmares here, and I'm wondering what the nightmares are about and keeping a promise, because I feel like for some of you, there's a promise broken here. And that's what the nightmares are about. We have the 10 of Wands here. Yeah. Tell me about this. I feel like this, keeping a promise with nightmares, is kind of important. Okay. There's some kind of burden. Tell me about this. I need to know. I feel sad. I feel sad all of a sudden. I feel sad about this. Okay, we have this. We have the. Is this the seven? No, the Six of Swords. Duh, the Six of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so what I get here, this Nightmare card really feels like the Nine of Swords, by the way. And I feel stress here. I feel sadness here. So I feel like, there may be some disappointment in this situation. There's words that need to be said. Uh, People need to be more careful. Um, there's burden here. But there is motion. Like the 10 of Wands and the Six of Swords both have motion forward. But it's heavy motion. Like there's weight to it. It's not like we're leaping forward. It's no, we're moving some boxes with us. It's like we're moving on, but not in the lighthearted way, in the realistic way. But we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and it feels like there is some energy that begins to feel good as we move forward. We're still taking our worry, we're still taking some of our doubt. We are not in a perfect situation with this, okay? And we acknowledge that. And it seems like the acknowledgement of the imperfection allows the movement forward. And, you know, it takes a level of maturity in any relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be your best friend, it can be your mom. But to realize that people are imperfect because they're human beings. And, it doesn't make it right for people to betray you, okay? I'm just saying, being able to look at someone you really care about who has done something to you or done, not to you, but you know, it's different for different people, okay? So just take what resonates here. But, and to see them with their mistakes and their imperfection as human and being able to have compassion there. It doesn't mean that you lower a boundary. If a boundary's been broken, it's been broken and you can't really fix that. But having compassion can help with closure. Closure can be moving on. Closure can work in several different ways. It can be people working it out and coming to a better understanding as they speak truth. Be this a gossipy, mom, be it a judgmental best friend who's telling people, you're doing things, you're sleeping around or whatever, judging you for expressing your sexuality or what have you. But seeing the jealous best friend as someone who, wow, they have deep problems, doesn't make it right, but you understand it and see them as someone human with human frailty. It adds a different level of emotional intelligence when you deal with these situations. And it makes it where, yes, you are burdened. Yes, there are issues, but you're able to move forward. You're able to go forward in these situations. And you do learn to protect yourself better with a kind of compassionate boundary with human beings. Understanding that, yes, people you love will mess up. What is the mess up boundary for you? And hold to that. Because when you start letting go of your boundaries, your real boundaries, okay, it changes the relationship. And you can't really get that back. You can't really reclaim that. It's very difficult. Okay, so boundaries are very important. And it feels like that leads to a very pleasant, good, abundant feeling within yourself. Now I'm going to pull and see what else they mean by this. Well, this one wants to come out. We have the Three of Wands. So able to then really get your shit together to move forward, knowing how you're going to move, being able to have inspired movement and planned movement, and no longer being reactive to these situations. Because now you see things in a very real way. And I feel like a lot of you are coming from a place of compassion and still holding space for your own boundaries. And again, this is extremely powerful. Tell me more about the Three of Wands on this Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more. This bottom one is very hot. We have the Devil. Oh! I love this card because it feels very grounded. I know the Devil card traditionally is this, that, and the other, but I read it a different way. I mean, I'm getting a different energy, and I'm feeling like a lot of grounded, balanced energy, but highly, highly empowered, like a highly empowered self here. Um, this is the pathway to you knowing self, being very empowered with self, and being able to stand in your truth. Because what we have here really is a throat chakra healing going on. You speaking and holding boundaries, you acting and holding boundaries in a difficult situation, no matter what that situation is. And I got to tell you, I also feel this energy of, I don't like where you're going. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like the boundaries you put up. I don't like the decisions you made. I don't like it. The pissed off energy. Well, those are the people who, may not like what you say after you reflect on this and the boundaries you put up, your real boundaries. They may say, oh, hey, that's not fair. Because you are acting in a way that they never expected you to. You're compassionate. You've been compassionate, and now's the time for you to be compassionate all the way around. For you to expect what you put into the relationship to come back to you. If you listen to somebody, they should listen to you. If you hold space for somebody, they should hold space for you. It's not too much to ask. If you are true to somebody, they should be true to you. These are healthy relationships. And when people who have had one-sided relationships where one person is feeding it more and more, and you start saying, no, we're not doing that anymore. You're either going to be there for me and be, a real friend to me, an XYZ, or a real partner to me, or a real mom to me, or a real whatever to me, or this is my boundary. We can pass and repass, but don't come at me like we're, I'll see you at Christmas, bye. Like that kind of energy. People will not like it. They will try everything they can to either seriously piss you off, so you lower the boundary, force the boundary down, or they will cry and act hurt. Like, how dare you? Like, I can't believe you're doing this to me. I love you so much. Like, why would you do this to me? How dare you have a boundary? How dare you be healthy? How dare you expect from me what you put out to me? How dare you expect that back? What do you think this is? Just, that's part of protecting yourself. That's part of a healthy relationship. And I got to tell you, there's not a whole lot of healthy relationships, really. There's going to be more in the future because more people are going to say these kind of things to each other. And you don't have to be ugly about it. You don't have to be like, you're going to give this to me. You can do it in a calm way. You can be like, here's the thing. I love you. I like being your friend. I like hanging out with you. Or, hey, you're my partner, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't have to be ugly. But it's important that it's said, whoever this is. Because it will help you have a more meaningful connection. It will have a deeper, more meaningful connection if it survives that. Because it will catalyst the other person to grow. It will catalyst you to grow. Because now you will be more aware of when you hold space. You will be more consciously connected. They will be more aware of when they're not holding space and when they are. And you will be aware when you're doing it and when you're not. And that awareness will help you grow and expand your own consciousness. And they will expand their own. Now, if they resist it, they're going to go through a little shadow work of their own. Why are they so triggered by being asked to give what's being given? Why is that so triggering? Why do they see that as a selfish act of you to ask that? Why do they not think you're their equal? Because that puts you in a subservient part in the relationship. They're taking, and not giving. On an emotional level, okay? because there's different levels to relationships. And they could say, well, I give financially. Well, that's great. Wonderful, very grateful, super grateful. Okay, but relationships are emotional as well. So emotional equality in relationships is very important. This top card wants to come out. We have I'm going to count it. It looks like 8. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles on the Devil here. What this tells me is that, there's work. There's work to be done. And I got to tell you, it's hard work. Relationships are hard work. Holding boundaries are hard work. Becoming actualized in yourself, self-realized, whatever you want to say, ascended, the phoenixing experience, whatever you want to call it, is difficult because it requires a level of self-mastery. It's a lot of hard work. You have to work on, who you are. And the only thing I can call this is like personality work, where you work on and you become aware of your own toxic behavior in your personality. And you want to fix it. You don't want to be that way, and when you start these conversations with people around you, a lot of times you'll end up without them. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you everything's rosy. No, some people will be like, no, I'm not going to go down for this. You're crazy. I don't want to have that kind of relationship. Fuck feelings, fuck you. And then, you'll have to decide, do you want to keep the boundary? It's kind of reflected back on you or the friend. And that's on you, and there's no judgment on what you decide to do, This path of growth is difficult. And there's choices to be made. And many times you lose people along the way. And sometimes you lose almost everyone because you are submerged in toxic relationships, because that's what you've learned your whole life. And you yourself are toxic and you are aware of it. And in order for you to grow, a lot of times you have to get out of the toxicity. You have to get away from it. So you stop being toxic with toxic people who are toxic in toxic situations. It doesn't mean that later, you can't reach out. It doesn't have to be forever. It can be for a few weeks. Maybe you need clarity. Absence can bring clarity. It's hard to have perspective when we're in the muck of the toxicity. Above all, it's time to have compassion for self, especially if you resonate with the toxicity stuff. Because being aware that you are at sea in an ocean of toxicity, and everyone on the boat is toxic, including you. It's like having an illness. Everything's infected. And the only thing you know to do is to get distance. And you're at sea. And the sea is infected. So you got to figure out how to get that distance without triggering people, right? Because the last thing you want to do is get wound up in like toxic bullshit while you're trying to get clarity, right? So I suggest for some of you guys, the best thing to do is use your voice and just kind of do it quietly. So you can get some perspective. You don't have to make a loud show of it. Just get some quiet time to reflect on the situation. And then you'll know. Ask Spirit to help you. Whatever you work with for the clarity on the situation and how to move forward. Because you will move forward. The hard work here feels like it's on you. And for some of you, working on the relationship itself. But for a lot of you, the hard work is you working on yourself. Now, that will bring in a lot of incredible self-awareness. and you're working on a level of self-mastery. Not everyone does this. And you know what? You can quit it at any time. Anytime you don't want to do this, you just say, I'm out. I'm outie. I don't want to do this. And you stop. You don't have to do anything. You have free will. But continuing it will bring you down rough roads. There will be some time where you have to seek solace in silence and being isolated to a degree, or, moments of quiet where you slip away. There will be losses and gains, with the movement of people from your life. Other people show up, other ideas show up, gifts show up along the way. But don't get me wrong, it's tough, and I feel that. But growth, this is how growth works right now. And it's worth it. It's worth it, okay? I know you guys are like, wow, this is so intense. I know, right? Let's get a few of these mood oracle cards. Tell me more from my group today. Tell me more. Tell me more. I feel like some of you guys just get talked about a lot, Some of you guys have mouthy, chitty chatty friends and relatives who like to run their mouth because they ain't got nothing else to do. Is that what all families do? I don't know. Okay, we got like 3 cards. Okay, I have to see them first because they might be above PG-13. We have mediumship. Your grandparents wants to know if the neighbor is still gay. Oh, you can't see this one. It has 11 11s on it. Like arranging your appendage collection from smallest to biggest organization. Okay. Some of you guys are very connected. We have new shoes. Ah ha ha. Walk a mile in someone else's shoes, then keep them. I feel like part of the growth here is this is going to increase your psychic voice, your intuition. I think you're just going to know. You're going to know things. Those of you who are already like psychic, I feel like your crown is really going to open up. And your psychic vision is going to expand. I think the level of empathy and compassion that you are building for self as you walk this path is going to help you connect with levels of empathy and compassion for others. All right. And I think it's very important that you understand that during this process, like this growth process that you're going through, there are times where there will be a lot of chaos. And I feel like with this organization card, some of you guys have a lot of anxiety and things like that. And it's important to know that it's okay for you to stop and pause and make order for yourself. Okay, I have to do this. I have to stop, like working, recording, whatever, doing spells, things like that, and organize my life, get my life together kind of thing. So it's okay for you to take breaks and ground yourself. In fact, you should always do that. And don't let this path overtake your life where, your actual everyday life gets out of control, like your bills and things, like your daily habits and things like that, self-care and caring for your home and things like that, because it can be overwhelming. All right. Okay, guys, that's what I received for today. I hope this was helpful and an insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.